Alright guys, welcome back to another reaction video. My name is James.
Ninetailedbrish.
And today we're going to be watching WandaVision episode 5. So, obviously we're continuing this journey. I have seen this show when it came out. You have not seen the show.
Nope.
You have like a million different theories.
Yeah.
Where just to kind of like do a quick rundown before we get into the episode. What are your thoughts right now going into episode 5? I guess what do you want answers to too? Because like we've been getting a lot more answers these last few episodes. Like, is there anything that you're looking for an answer to?
I mean, there's a bunch of like little mysteries that are kind of unclear. Like, for example, the whole like, why did Wanda bring in that one person only to throw her back out?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Right? But I think the biggest one that I want answers to is like, is Vision, like what's up with Vision, right?
Yeah, so that's the big thing we talked about last episode is Wanda able to create life because we have the two kids.
Yeah.
Tommy and Billy, and we saw them. They're literal kids. And then also, like, what's up with Vision?
Yeah,
is Vision alive now? Because we saw that confirmation from Darcy, too, where she was like, wait, I'm not crazy. Vision's dead, right?
Yeah.
And there was no real, I guess, contradiction to that.
No, there was nothing to kind of, like, elaborate on that. So, yeah, I'm not sure.
So we'll see. And SWORD is, like, deeply involved now, and they've kind of shown them being deeply involved now. So we'll see, too, even, like, format-wise, how this episode's going to play out, right? Because we were, like... We're not acknowledging the outside world for the whole show. And then last episode, we acknowledged the outside world the whole episode. And then it ended back in the, like, TV world, so to speak. Like, so who knows what we're going to do now at this point. Yeah, exactly. But yeah, as always, full-length reaction is going to be up on our Patreon, as well as next week's reaction, if you guys want to go ahead and check that out. We're also watching Loki on this channel as well, so if you guys want to go ahead and check out our episode of Loki that came out today, feel free to do that. And as always, thank you for joining us here. Thank you for watching. Let's just get into WandaVision episode 5.
Trespassing, and I want you to leave.
Yeah, that seems so
Now, she does say trespassing, like it's like her...
I mean,
like,
it's her
house.
place. Yeah. Oh, okay.
You got a new show, too. So it's definitely later, right?
Yeah.
Like the way it's filmed and everything.
And like the clothing and hairstyle.
Tried reading to it, but for some reason Charles Darwin's The Descent of Man made him cry even harder.
That would make me cry.
Darling.
Thanks. Would you mind grabbing their binkies?
Oh, of course not. Binkies all round, I think.
The heck are binkies?
Pacifiers?
Oh, yeah.
Oh no.
Somebody's calling for something.
Babies. Well, I don't think it's very...
It's kind of like the stork.
It's kind of like the stork, yeah.
I think it's worked.
Parents, is this what it's like?
Maybe. Or maybe we just need some help.
Hiya, kid!
Whoa.
Oh, yeah.
Just on my way to Jazzercise when I heard your new little bucket.
We didn't get enough of Agnes the last few episodes.
Yeah.
Just maybe we better not.
A bit protective.
Yeah, I can't blame him. She's a little zany.
Yeah, well.
Do you want me to take that again?
I'm sorry?
You want me to hold the babies? Should we
Wait,
just take
what?
it from the top?
What? Wait, she's like breaking
Vision, let's let Agnes give it a try.
What the freak, bro? What is happening?
Yeah, it was so weird.
That was so awkward, bro.
Yes.
What was that?
Well, I think she just got confused for a moment. She seems fine now.
Oh, she's sad. The way she looked at me.
Yeah, that was weird.
I didn't. Oh. What happened to her?
It's supposed to have a calming effect. Rap sprays it on me every night, but there's no taming this tiger.
Vision, the boys haven't slept in days. You and I both need a break, and Agnes
Wait,
is
literally?
just being neighborly, that's all.
Do you hear that?
Hear what?
Absolutely nothing.
He finally knows.
Don't.
Then where are the twins?
Mommy? Daddy?
What?
Can't control them. No matter how hard you try.
Okay, yeah.
It's such a cool opening.
That was really cool.
So yeah, are you more just when you thought you had answers?
Well, the thing is, that's not the reaction I'm expecting, right? Because and I'm talking about an off like reaction because like, for example, the two that were sitting at the table and then the husband was choking. It was like they were. There was almost times where it felt like they were brainwashed, right?
Yes.
Right.
But Agnes,
but
it was like she was broke the fourth wall.
Yeah, she was just like, "Oh, you want me to take it for the top?" Like, yo, wait, are they? No.
Wait, what?
Are they all acting? And they know? I'm trying to remember. I'm trying to remember the reaction.
Vision was aware of it, so there's no way Vision's acting.
Keeping me down, this hopeless feeling, like drowning. It was grief.
So I mean, grief.
It feels kind of like Wanda's.
It sounds like Wanda did something.
Well, it feels like Wanda's like extending her emotions to these people or something, right?
What's the latest?
That makes it more suspicious, though.
We're gonna need to take these again. There's something wrong with the machine.
Those are blank.
Okay, is it wrong with the machine?
What about our labs?
I need another.
Or is it something else?
No. We're done here.
Intel from inside the Westview anomaly. Our initial theory had Wanda Maximoff as one of many victims. We now know she is the principal victimizer. Jimmy?
Okay.
I mean, that's what they're saying, at least.
That makes me a little suspicious of it now.
1989, Irina and Oleg Maximoff both killed during an air raid when Maximoff and her twin brother...
With Stark, right?
Okay, yeah.
After unspecified experimentation with the Mind Stone, Maximoff gained telekinetic and telepathic abilities.
And earliest tracking had her using her powers against the Avengers, is that correct?
Right before she earned their trust and became one herself.
Clearly see where people stand.
Yes, but at the same time, he's got a point. As far as the public cares, she is a threat more than a hero. Like, we've seen her be a hero.
That is true.
But she blew up stuff in Lagos, and she was working against the Avengers.
Yeah, that's true.
Political agenda or any inclination toward destruction.
Monica, she blasted halfway across New Jersey.
And I survived because she chose to protect me.
She's holding thousands of people hostage. Until very recently, it was the top secret location of the Vision.
Wait, what is this? Wait, what is that?
That's Vision.
Vision, bro.
When was this?
9 days
Vision.
ago, Maximoff stormed our facility, stole the Vision's body, and resurrected him.
Burbia.
But I mean...
What happens when he learns the truth?
Yeah, is he actually alive?
We
it
don't
feels
know.
like
he seems self-aware.
Maybe in this area he's like alive.
Yeah.
Like actually alive.
Unless you're innocently forming a human wall in front of the kitchen sink. Bless you.
Thank you.
Scoot.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, boy. Huh. There really is no color.
Yeah, I mean, you gotta keep him.
Why? Alone.
Now, boys, taking care of a living thing is a big responsibility.
Hey, boys. Good morning, unfamiliar what animal? Who's this?
Why so formal, honey?
Oh, it's just precaution, really. I had a hunch someone might pop over.
Hi, kiddos.
Was that?
Wanda told me someone got a new food.
Okay.
That's weird.
I'm kind of sus of Agnes now. She's kind of sus now.
Babies to 5-year-olds.
Exactly, why?
No effort to conceal your abilities.
Well, I'm tired of hiding those.
Oh, but we are usually so much of the same mind. Right now, what aren't you telling me? Way down, I will never.
Oh no.
Let's just hope this dog stays the same size.
So what the heck, dude? How did they do that?
Yeah,
It was like they decided.
But I can't guarantee the hex won't just mind wipe you as you go in.
Yeah, how do you keep awareness?
Yeah.
That's what I'm calling the anomaly because of its hexagonal shape. It's starting to catch on.
And because it's actually like a hex, bro.
We identified these minors yet, or the newborns?
Oh, Wanda's twins are hers. Everything might look fake in the TV, but everything in there is real.
But Wanda manipulates people's perception.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
how are they real if they're like growing like this,
Yeah.
bro?
doesn't mean she's wielding an insane amount of power.
Exactly.
Displayed in the past.
Exactly.
She out Thanos on her own if he hadn't initiated a blitz.
The real?
Whoa!
They're real, but what are they?
She had a bulletproof vest.
Our 87% Kevlar. It's not an illusion. Wanda is rewriting.
Right? Because she changed the drone, but it still was a drone. She changed the beekeeper, but he still was there.
Happens if we send something in that requires no change.
Yeah, so it's actually it.
Because we're in the 70s now, or 80s, I think.
Sword. Top secret communique. Authenticate. Dr. Darcy Lewis findings regarding high levels of radiation present at perimeter.
Is this what they sent in?
What?
Wait, it's none of it is real? Like, none of it.
Wait.
You freed
Please help me. What day is it? I'm sorry, Mom, I can't understand what you're trying to tell me. You have to stop her. Stop who? She's in my head. None of it is my own. It hurts. It hurts so much. If I send an email, where would I put the stamp?
Yeah, dude. So, I mean, it seems like it's Wanda. Who's, like, literally creating these things and then, like, mind controlling people.
Because family is forever. Do you have a brother, Mom? I do. Yeah. He's far away from here, and that makes me sad sometimes.
Something's scaring him.
This is... There's so much going down in this episode.
Stay here.
It's something that's not supposed to be there or something.
Maybe.
Because she, like, notices that too.
They got in.
Whoa.
And those tech from the 80s look really sharp in the visuals.
Working on it.
So they just matched the time period and they got through.
Wanda, this is Captain Monica Rambeau. Can you hear me? Reconnect patch.
Disregard. Take the shot.
What? No, the drone isn't armed.
Take the shot.
Ooh.
What did
It
you
was
do?
armed.
He armed it.
Yeah. Who is going for or what?
Huh.
Oh.
Huh.
Huh. This will be your only warning. Stay out of my home.
I won't bother you.
I wish it could be that simple.
Yeah, but she has people.
Yeah.
It's not that simple.
With the guns, Director. But you are the one in control. You trusted me to help deliver your babies on
Yeah,
some
why
level.
did she bring him in?
I am an ally. What do you want?
I have what I want.
She wants like a family.
She wants to be left
vision.
alone.
Will ever take it from me.
Well, I mean, she wants a family vision, basically. Oh.
Yeah, you guys pissed her off.
Lagos brand paper towels. The most absorbent paper towel available. Lagos. But when you make a mess, you didn't mean to.
Sparky!
Is it Sparky?
Yeah.
I didn't want to come until I wrapped him up. What happened?
Oh, is he hurt because of the missile or something?
No, she said the azalea bushes.
Yeah, but they might be using it as like a cover.
Maybe.
Wait, don't.
Don't what?
Don't age yourself out. It's powerful.
Huh. So how do they have power in this world?
Why can they age?
Anything, Mom? Fix is dead.
What? You can do that?
Wait.
There are rules in life. Okay? We can't rush aging just because it's convenient. We can't reverse death, no matter how sad it makes us.
Except what are you doing?
A robot.
Uh-oh. Yeah, bring who back indeed.
Yeah, dude.
Is he gonna talk about it, or is he gonna try to hide it?
I spoke with Norm.
Oh.
Yeah, he's gonna. He knows.
He's doing it.
Talk to him free of you.
What is she gonna do?
Yeah.
He was in pain, Wanda. Watch TV. Turn in for the night so you can change everything over again. Not Wanda.
I'm going to bed.
What the heck?
She's trying to end it.
The what?
They're like playing the credits over it.
Yeah.
No, that's a family. Wanda has a family, and he can't reach them because you won't let him reach them.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Stop lying to me.
Of this is for us. So let me handle it.
What is outside of Westview? You don't get to make that choice for me, Wanda.
You've never talked to me like this before.
Well, because you've
never done this.
Yeah.
I don't know who I am. I'm scared. Wanda, why are there no other children in Westview?
Look, there are. Just stop it.
No. The playground stands empty every morning I walk to work.
Everybody in Westview, walking their dogs, mowing their lawns, getting them to dentist appointments on time.
Kind of.
A little bit. It does seem like that.
It's wrong. It is wrong.
Okay, who is this?
I didn't do that. You don't believe me.
But like she said, she doesn't know how she got here either.
Okay, if this is Agnes. What? Hello? Give us
of course they're not going to show you.
Give
Why
us
would
a
they show
different
you?
Shot.
You recognize that hair?
Oh. Wait, but what?
Should we cast Pietro?
But what is he doing here?
Well, and who?
Who's a popsicle?
Okay.
So I did explain the whole X-Men casting to you a while ago. We are going to watch the X-Men. We hadn't been able to watch the X-Men before, so you obviously recognize that as
the Quicksilver,
but from the X-Men.
But the other Quicksilver. So
I mean, this was a huge episode, right? We had Agnes acting sus. Now we have Quicksilver showing up. But like Wanda's now claiming that she didn't do that.
Yeah. I'm a little... Okay, so... now, I'm a little sus that it's... like... I'm now leaning a little bit away from my theory of that it's all Wanda now. Because now a lot of things are pointing to that it actually might not be all Wanda. Like,
but some of it is. We know for sure
some of it is. But that doesn't, you know, that literally proves my point, though. Like, of course, some of it is, but that means some of it isn't.
Maybe.
Right? No, I mean, at this point, I feel like it's gotta be, because...
Why, though? What have we seen that actually, besides this ending, which could totally be her lying to Vision's face, what have we seen that implies that it's Wanda?
Okay, number one...
or that it isn't Wanda.
Number one is this whole thing of her saying that she didn't do it, and she didn't, like, make that happen, right? I don't think it is like her to lie at this point. It doesn't make any sense for her to lie at this point, right here. Right, to say that it's like she is trying to be honest here.
But she walked out of it and was totally self-aware. Like, her being with Sword, I feel like, was such a condemning moment.
But it doesn't matter, because here she literally outed herself and said, it's for all of us. Confirming what Vision said. Then she gonna go back and lie and say, that wasn't me. Why would she say it?
Well,
she literally said
you can get somebody to shut up by admitting like a half truth, maybe. Like by partly telling the truth, so that because she knows he already knows.
Okay, but
I don't know.
I mean, okay, listen. She literally told Vision that she is the one doing this. Vision clearly knows.
No, of course. Yeah, he literally
Wanda sees this.
Yes.
And says that, you know, she admits that she's doing it, at least the mind control bit, and that she is doing it for them, basically, right? Then they sit back down, and then the doorbell rings, and she's like, also before that, she admits that, like, she doesn't know how this started, right?
Just like Vision doesn't.
She can't, like, for her to lie in this moment is so, like, it just doesn't make sense, right? It's like they're having a heart-to-heart here, and she's trying to convince him that this is for them, like this is good.
Yeah.
So, but she is admitting, like, when you know, she's trying to say, like, you know, okay, yeah, I get that you're trying to, you know, you're putting this on me. Yes, it is, but I didn't do this, right? She's trying to, like,
okay, so then
score points for herself.
So then, who would it be, and why?
Okay. I'm a little suspicious of, like, Sword and stuff because, like, I know they had Vision and, like, they probably had the whole, like, yeah, okay, whatever rights and stuff, but, like, I don't, like, I feel a little, like, suspicious of them because they kind of feel like, I don't know, you know, they're like an organization.
Just because the movie pulled the missile and stuff?
Yeah, I mean, the missile and, like, you know how these organizations always go. It kind of feels like S.H.I.E.L.D. and, like, you know, they might be doing some good, but they also might be doing some shady stuff also. And so it's like, you know, what exactly were they doing with Vision, right? And I feel like, you know, with, like, I get, like, Wanda wants to be with Vision again, but I feel like she wouldn't.
If it was, so they mentioned his will, right?
Yeah.
And they mentioned that he didn't want to be brought back to life in any way, shape, or form.
Yeah.
So it does, like you do have a point there where Sword is saying, like, oh, she just reanimated him against his will. There's a lot of pros and cons for that, because at the same time, we've never seen Wanda act as evil as she just did. Like, she's straight, which I honestly think was such a cool, like, kind of villain moment, not gonna lie. Like, where she just, like, turns all the guns on the director and walks
that was
off.
really cool.
Like, that was super cool. But that was pretty villain of her, not gonna lie. Like, that was not just grief. That was like, oh, get away from me or I'm gonna kill you.
It almost makes me think like she knew something that they were doing to Vision or something like that. You know, like they were probably doing something that she didn't like or something before. And so she went in to break him out or something like that.
Okay.
Because, like, what exactly were they doing with Vision, right? Because
we don't know.
They most likely were trying to, like, I don't know,
at least study him. I mean, right? Like,
yeah, I mean, listen, I'm looking at this, like, director dude or whatever, the Sword director, and their whole name is Sword. Like, I don't know, bro. Like, he doesn't feel like the type of dude to be like, yes, let's, you know, let's study Vision.
So you don't trust him?
I don't trust him, bro.
Okay.
He just seems too suspicious.
But then what did they also, like, cause? Because think about the reaction to the hex. That seemed pretty genuine. Like, Sword,
what do you mean?
Sword didn't show up until Monica Rambeau got taken out. So, like, that whole reaction seemed pretty real.
You mean the reaction to
the hex existing? Like, the way they did it, the way the protocols, they called in all the different scientists that knew different things because they didn't know what was going on. That seemed legit.
Yeah. I'm not sure if there's something that I'm missing and they're doing something, like they are the root cause of this, but they didn't maybe want it to get like this or something like that, right?
Okay.
I feel like there could be something there just because they are really suspicious. Also, the other candidate could be Agnes. She is super suspicious now. First off, she is showing up all the time.
Well, I straight up thought it was going to be her at the end. I was like, dude, it's going to be Agnes at the door.
Like, because, yeah, I totally thought it was going to be Agnes, but I guess it's not. And we'll get to that a little later, because that's confusing. But Agnes is like, okay, she is literally appearing every time there's like an anomaly, bro. Like, she or not an anomaly, but she is like the anomaly.
She does seem to be an anomaly.
Because like, I mean,
along with Vision. So she was there with the neighbor guy.
She was there. Wasn't she there when the whole stork thing happened?
No, that was Monica.
Oh yeah, that was Monica. Shoot.
We actually hadn't seen Agnes for a long while until this episode.
That is true. But her with the neighbor
was weird.
That was weird because...
But the neighbor was self-aware as well.
The neighbor was self-aware, which makes me think like... Which made me think that like maybe everyone was kind of like actually aware, but they were just faking it.
But Monica said they weren't. Because she wasn't.
Yeah, she wasn't and the other people weren't.
Norm wasn't.
So either those two are different. Okay, but regardless, Agnes is definitely different. Okay, because
this is so fun for me.
Because she is literally, she's aware. She's acting as if she is like an actor in this like
kind of, but not fully. So like, because that's the thing is she broke the fourth wall within the show. But we had like it wasn't like a Monica Rambeau moment where she was like, "Oh, Ultron," like that's a different kind of breaking, right? So like it was weird because she's almost like aware that this is a show, but it wasn't like she knows what's going on in the hex. It was like this weird in between.
Yeah, but I think that for her to even bring up that it is a show, because everyone else in the show thinks it's real life.
Yeah.
You know, they're like acting as if they're, you know, they're not actors. Yeah. They're real
Well, except
people.
Vision. Vision now is aware
well. Yeah, Vision. But Vision's different, I feel. But Agnes is the only one out of any of like the people that are mind controlled that is not feeling like she's mind controlled.
Okay.
Because otherwise, like, why wouldn't she play it off? Why wouldn't she act like anyone else?
So
right?
So you're right, but then at the same time, it's like she still is now just only on the level of Tommy, Billy, Vision, because Tommy and Billy are very self-aware as well, which is kind of weird. Like they were like, "Oh, just bring it back to life. Like you can do that. Like just all of that." And like even her, because Wanda also broke the fourth wall when talking about sending Vision to work, and told Tommy and Billy.
Yeah, Tommy and Billy, I'm not sure what to think of them.
Well, yeah, because we got more information about the Hex. Like, what do you think about them now? Now that we know that the Hex is taking real things and changing them, it seems to be. There's, like, what do you think of Tommy and Billy?
Well, this is the thing, is they cannot change what they actually are. You know, it's like an illusion, because the dress and stuff was still a bulletproof vest.
But she did actually transform it. They thought it was just an illusion. It's not pure illusion because she's literally rearranging the atoms. I would assume, right? That's the fake science behind it.
Well, okay, but I mean, I don't know if she can rearrange the atoms because its makeup is the same.
Oh, that is true.
But because otherwise she can create anything, right? She can create.
Yeah, so it's not that deep. It's not
like she's
at that level.
She's moving the Legos, but she's not changing
the
Legos.
That's true. That's true. Sure.
And so it makes me think like, who are these kids, bro?
Well, because they don't know who the kids are either. Keep that in mind. They were like, oh, who are the characters? And they don't have them.
Yeah, they're not like yet, people,
supposedly.
So I mean, I don't know. Like, could they be?
But like, did she literally make life? Like, that's insane.
I don't think so. It feels like a big jump.
It's a huge jump. I mean, already what we're seeing is a huge... It's like they were saying, which I like those like little self-aware moments between Wu and everybody, where they're like comparing Avengers. It's funny. But it's like they were saying, it's like, this is a huge jump in power than we've never seen before. Either. Because we know she's strong, but we've never seen her manipulate matter like this.
Well, I mean, like her creating this hex to begin with is already like a big step up.
Yes.
And
she was already one of the strongest, if not the strongest Avenger.
Yeah, and if she is mind controlling all these people, it also is like we've never seen that before.
Yeah, because what's it, like 200 people she's mind controlling at the same time?
Like not just at the same time, but like consistently for I don't know how long it's been, right?
In the background while she's also living her life.
Yeah, fake life and utilizing her powers, right? So it's kind of crazy. So I don't think, like, because then if she also creates life, like that in of itself is like what above that, you know? Like, so I don't think that she's creating life.
Okay, so what the heck are Tommy and Billy?
Yeah, I don't know what
and why can they even control their age? And
yeah, because they are definitely different. First off, they were like born or something.
Yeah, we saw them. She actually had babies.
Yeah, so
like the time was jumping, but she did literally have like give birth.
She like had kids, which already makes them different from everyone else in the show because like they originated here. Or something, right?
Yeah.
Supposedly.
Why are there no other kids in Westview as well, right? Vision did bring that up.
That is true. That's what I'm thinking. Why wouldn't there be other kids, though? Doesn't make any sense. And, you know, and if she actually had kids, like, naturally speaking, like...
Well, how?
Yeah, can Vision have
kids?
Yeah.
Even if Vision was alive, it's a weird thing.
Yeah, so
Vision's not
really
a person.
Doesn't make sense. Like, so I'm starting to lean toward, like, I don't think they can really be her kids. Like, it just doesn't make any sense. They can't really be her kids.
So then what the heck are they?
Yeah, there's something up with them. They're not normal because like they themselves are changing themselves. It's not Wanda. She isn't like.
Well, and what about stuff like the dog? Like do you think that was like an actual dog and then it just died and that's what she's covering it up with, like the plot line?
I mean, I was thinking like it was like an actual dog.
And then it got like killed by the missile.
Freaking blew it up or something, and she was like, "Oh, we're gonna have to dark. Like, you know, say that the dog ate the leaves or whatever."
I mean, they made the dog look pretty darn good.
But like,
because remember too, Agnes like acted self-aware, but then at the same time, when she talked about bringing things back to life, she freaked out. She was like, "You can do that." But, remember? That was like a pretty genuine reaction.
But I feel like that proves it even more because first off, how does she know about the powers? Because she wouldn't have that reaction if she didn't know about the powers. She'd be like, "What?" Right? Like, what are you talking about?
That is true.
Why would she be like, "Wait, you can do that?" That it goes off of the basis like that she already knew, her powers, right? And stuff. But she didn't know that she could bring stuff back to life. That's what it feels like, right? Okay. So now she's even more sus. She's 100% more sus. She acts like as if, like another Avenger would react to her saying that she can bring stuff to life.
That is true,
right?
Actually.
Dude, she's so sus. Is she actually... Wait... I mean, but the thing is, like, it's so hard to, like, really... Everything's so confusing still, because you bring up the whole dog thing, and it's like, yeah, what is even the reason for it? I don't get it.
I actually am doing legitimately my best to just present you the evidence. Like, I've seen this stuff, so I know answers to questions, but, like, I'm actually just trying to, like...
It's still so confusing, because there's so much information.
Yeah. So then let's deal with the Quicksilver thing.
Okay, the Quicksilver thing.
Because that's huge. Like, that's gigantic. Now, keep in mind, at this time, Disney did just buy Fox. So they now do have the rights to the X-Men and those characters again.
I just don't get it. Like, what is the reason? I don't get it. Like, why would... What are they trying to show?
But then also, Wanda wasn't, like, shocked by her brother.
It was like she already knew.
Like, it wasn't like... So, like, as movie fans, we're like, dude, that's, like, the Evan Peters Quicksilver. That's the other... Instead of the, Aaron Taylor Johnson Quicksilver. But at the same time, she was just like, bro.
Yeah, I mean, okay, but... What...
And the way he looks like the MCU Quicksilver, not like... the X-Men Quicksilver. Okay. So like because X-Men Quicksilver, his hair's all silver, whereas MCU, it's like that like fade.
Yeah, okay. I wasn't quite sure because I was thinking like they were making a joke like they actually recast the character.
I mean, maybe that could be that too.
You know what I'm saying? Like they were like, oh, we're bringing the X-Men Quicksilver and making him pretending like he's the actual Quicksilver or something like that, right?
It could be, but at the same time, in universe, Pietro is dead.
Yeah,
so that doesn't even make any sense. Like
no, but I was thinking like in the main storyline, they were always going to bring him back.
Oh,
but they like recast him.
Okay.
You know, in this, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But now that you mentioned now it's like, okay, this is an actual thing.
Well, because like I said, he's modeled after the MCU, not his own version. And even Darcy was like, they've recast Pietro?
Yeah, but I thought that was a joke. Like, they recast him. I don't know, bro, because...
So, like...
I'm trying to rack my brain here, like... But I can't even begin to understand
now you know why this show broke the internet, man. Because...
But why? Why is he even here? Like, why is Quicksilver even here, regardless of which Quicksilver it is? And then why is it the different Quicksilver? A different version of the different Quicksilver, bro?
Well, because even ignoring anything, like she would have had to take his body, his dead body, and somehow like reanimate him. Okay, so or how would she take the ideas of Quicksilver and put it into another person?
Yeah, the relationship between the Quicksilver event happening and the whole thing happening with Westview is that it's about the thing of her bringing stuff back to life.
Well, it's like her perfect life, right? And it's like, oh, the perfect life where her brother's alive and Vision's alive and she can have kids and...
Yeah, but why he showed up, as far as the show goes, makes me think like there's something about bringing stuff back to life. I feel like it's like starting to become a
trope,
a reoccurring thing.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
And life in general, because like the kids, Vision,
brother. But the odd thing with that is that she in the show, which it's not even really the show anymore. Like when she was talking to her kids, I feel like it's kind of legit her.
Yeah.
Like it doesn't really seem like the plot of the show anymore.
No.
She straight up condemned that. I mean, in a very real... So either she's just being completely hypocritical, or she actually is like, I don't think you should use your powers for that.
Yeah, I mean, she seems very genuine when she says that. Like,
so then what does that mean?
And this is the thing, is she didn't bring her brother back to life, like, before, right?
Yeah.
Like, in the second Avengers movie, she never had that... She didn't struggle with that. She moved on. Had... And if we're gonna, like, use her, like, words here, she had rules for not doing that.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Mm-hmm. And she didn't. She moved on from that.
So why did she break those rules with Vision?
Which makes me think, did she break those rules, bro?
So, like, that is a possibility.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I don't think, can she...
But also Vision is a little different because he is a robot.
But that's what I mean, is, like, did she actually technically bring him back to life? It's a very different thing to, like, revive a robot.
Well, because you could puppet
with
a robot.
The Mind Stone. Not to mention... her powers were from the Mind Stone, and he is powered by the Mind Stone, right? So it's like a very, it's not like...
Yeah, so that is true, but then at the same time, the thing that I would say that really disproves that is that he's not why is he self-aware, right? So like in humanity, that has always been a sense of what makes humans is that we're self-aware, and no other animal is like self-aware.
Okay.
So why is she doing that much detail where her puppeteering of Vision is pretending to be self-aware?
No, but I'm not even thinking she's puppeteering at this point, Vision. I'm thinking that Vision is somehow still alive, and she revived him somehow. Or even didn't do anything. Just like brought him to this place.
Possibly.
Because what I'm thinking is they're trying to make it seem like she is bringing people, or she brought Vision back to life. But so far, I feel like everything, even though it seems like she's doing these things, she is still sticking to those rules that she set for herself about like life. Like she's not going to bring anyone back from the dead. Okay. And I feel like with Quicksilver, it's proof, because that's actually not her Quicksilver.
Well, and she did act shocked, and she claimed that it wasn't her.
Yeah, so because she's sticking to these rules, I don't think she actually brought Vision back to life.
Okay.
I think something else is going on there. And then as far as like the Quicksilver and why is it the other Quicksilver and
but why does he still seem to have history, right? Like because that's the other thing. Like if it was like, oh, she sees him and is like, brother, and then he's like, huh? Like that would almost make more sense. But it's like it's so weird, and it's like, what is she taking the memories of Pietro and giving it to this? Like if it's a random person, or is she creating another person like she might be doing with Tommy and Billy? Like how do you do that?
I don't know, because she acted shocked, right?
And she did.
I feel like genuine shock, and she told Vision she was not doing that.
She didn't ring the doorbell.
And that felt very genuine.
Yeah.
And so it's like...
So what the heck is that? Just to add another level of complication.
Is it another one of... Dude, I am so suspicious of Agnes. I feel like it's Agnes's doing or something.
But but what do you mean Agnes is doing?
Okay, bro, because...
So like, but what?
She sprayed that little stuff on the babies and then they grew up or something. And then she randomly knew that they had a dog. So clearly there's something up with her. Like, okay. I don't know what exactly it is. Like, I don't know. What does she have? Like, what? Does she have powers? I don't know. But very clearly, there is something up with her, and she is not the same as everyone else. She is not being, like, completely controlled, and she is doing things. She is proactively doing things that no one else has shown before.
Okay.
And I feel like every time, like, yeah, like, well, not every time, but...
Yeah. No, but I mean, no. You have reasons for believing that, 100%.
She's the only other person, unless it is like.
But then that also could be like a total red herring, right? Because it's so obvious. Like the fact that you're already picking up on it, and she's acting so sus. Just like when you were like, "Oh, I'm sus that it's not Wanda now." That they're just saying it's Wanda. It's like she is such an obvious choice as a secondary choice, right? Because they keep doing these like, "Oh, it's super convenient."
Yeah. The biggest thing is like then who is the other candidate, right? Because we know that Wanda,
maybe somebody we don't like. Like if they're doing a good job, it's somebody we've never seen.
I mean, they're just gonna pull up a random person, I guess. Yeah, they could. I feel like it just doesn't feel like that. I mean they could. It could be a sword person or something. Swords acting all suspicious, but they haven't shown. You know, they are on the good side kind of right now, right? It seems like they're helping out, but.
Well, okay, and I'm only going to say this because I remember this episode and I remember there being theories about this at the time, so I feel like that's fair game.
Okay.
Who's Ralph?
Wait, what do you mean?
Like Agnes keeps bringing up Ralph. That's somebody that we've heard about a lot and we haven't seen. To counter that idea, because you're like, well, who could it be?
I mean, it could be... Okay, but that's still... The thing is this. I still think...
So that totally could just be part of the show, but I'm just saying that's an option that would say that it isn't Agnes, or there's somebody off screen doing things, and maybe that's why we keep hearing about Ralph and not seeing him.
Okay, but this is the thing. First off, Agnes had information before anyone told her. Right?
That's true.
And if there is a Ralph person, why does she know this Ralph person? So let's say Ralph is the one behind it.
Mm-hmm.
That she's clearly connected.
Then that would actually be even more connected.
She's clearly connected, bro. That's true. I mean, at this point, I'm thinking like Agnes. There's something up with Agnes, whether she is behind the entire thing or not.
There definitely is, because she's different than the
clearly,
other people. Like obviously, she's different.
Yeah, she's different.
Yes, she's in a different tier.
She's like working with sword or something. Sword,
possibly. Like Ralph could be. What's his name?
Yeah, Ralph could be the dude. I'm not sure. I don't see the motive right now. It's just too hard to like.
Yeah, well, that's what makes it, I think, the hardest as far as identifying stuff, is that you're seeing evidence, but there's zero motive. Yeah, except for Wanda. The motive for Wanda is really the clearest.
That's the biggest thing.
And she admitted to it.
Yeah.
Outside and inside the hex. Twice she's admitted to that motive.
Yeah. Yeah, that is the biggest thing. Is like, and clearly the powers really feel like Wanda's powers.
We've seen her, right? So the hex turned red like it was her powers.
Yeah, it's for sure her powers, right? I think.
So there is that. That's what I think makes it the most confusing at this point, is that it's like there's zero motive for anyone else. Even if, let's say, Agnes was somebody, it's like, well, what? Like, and Wanda has admitted to stuff and has clear motive. Is like, dude, the grief, right? Like, she wants to live her perfect life.
Yeah, there's just feeling like overall that they're trying to make Wanda, at least like the Sword people are making Wanda out to be the bad person, which is understandable. Like, I mean, clearly,
yeah, I actually think from Director Hayward's point of view, that's a totally fair.
Yeah, because it's like, I mean, everyone else is gonna be like, Wanda, what do you mean, the person who freaking
blew up that huge building in Lagos and was fighting the Avengers, and that's all we know. They never saw the Civil War fights. They never saw any of that.
Yeah, and so it's like, yeah, I mean, and here she is. I mean, and all the evidence points to her doing this, right? I mean, she clearly walked out
the director of Sword.
And so it's like, yeah, I could very clearly see, like, it's understandable why they're making this Wanda to be the bad person. But the problem is, like, as far as like the show is concerned, because they're doing that, it makes me think that they're going to be proven wrong or something like that. And that she isn't actually the one, like, completely in charge of all of it, right?
Okay.
That's just my thought.
Now, I mean,
and
keep in mind,
stuff.
She at this time, we also know that she, the actress, is in Doctor Strange too.
I didn't know that. Wait, she's in Doctor Strange? Wait, which actor?
Two. The actress of Wanda is in Doctor Strange.
Yeah. What if she's like no? I mean, that would be like. What if she was like a bad guy, bro?
So I mean, like
that would be kind of cool.
Like that was a thing that I had going into this show, where it's like, this doesn't have to end happy. Just to break, if we're gonna be acknowledging film stuff, and you're gonna be like, well, I feel like they revealed this too early. It's like, well, then I'm gonna bring in my acknowledgement and be like, this doesn't have to end happy because she's in other movies. So heck, this doesn't even have to end necessarily.
I mean.
And on top of that, it's like, there's a possibility that she could be this could be a villain origin story. There are other options here than just this ending happily, or there being another person, or revealing how she's not wrong. There's other options here.
Yeah, I mean, this is the thing is, I think that, well, I mean, regardless of whether or not she's the first person to start it or whatever, she is partaking in it and she is prolonging it. Like, she is doing stuff.
We know she's doing certain stuff
to preserve this like world. Yeah. And so she is like kind of a villain, like a little bit, right?
She's not being a hero right now.
Definitely not a hero. Like, she is holding people or
hostage.
Yeah, I mean, it very much seems like she is holding these people here.
She's at least holding Norm hostage, is what I mean. Like, we've seen that. He said that.
Okay, well.
Or actually, I mean, actually, to be fair, he did never say Wanda.
That's true. Makes me think like they're subtly hinting at it being.
So, like, he did just drop a preposition. Like, he just dropped the preposition.
She didn't say anything. Well, okay, this is the thing.
No, but then at the same time, when Vision confronted her...
Does their knowledge carry over? Does he know Wanda?
Who?
Norm. Like, let's say he saw Wanda in her...
Oh, I don't know. I have no idea.
Like, what if or is he just going to refer to her as she? You know what I'm saying?
That's true. So it could be it's just like, Wanda. This lady is holding.
Yeah, she's like, holy crap, because like she's not related to Wanda.
And actually, at the same time, when Vision brought it up, she admitted to it.
Yeah, I mean, she did admit to it. So
in relation to Norm, so like actually,
But the thing is, the fact that she does bring up, she is admitting to certain things makes it so that like the other things seem more genuine, right? Like she is saying that she didn't know how it started and she didn't do certain things. And so it makes me think that there is someone else. But regardless, it could still end with her being the one on top because, I mean, yeah, I could see her becoming like a villain. So
that's what I'm just saying. There are options. Like, this doesn't have to end happy, I guess was my only point.
Yeah. But still, I feel like it doesn't disprove.
No, it doesn't necessarily. I'm just throwing that out there in case you were like, there's got to be a reveal because she's got to be the good guy. It's like, well, actually not necessarily.
No, I don't think there doesn't have to be a reveal because she is the good guy. No, I don't think it has to be like that. I mean, it could be still, but...
So we don't know.
Yeah, I'm just sus of Agnes. That's my main thing. I'm sus of Agnes. Possibly that other neighbor dude, but we haven't seen him, so it makes me less sus of him.
Or more. I mean, like, why haven't we seen him, to be fair?
Yeah, I don't know. Or Sword is doing, or they're both doing stuff. Like, Sword is kind of sketchy. Agnes is sketchy.
You see, you still don't have clear answers about it. Like, you have some theories, but you really don't have clear answers about anything.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like it's definitely progressing. I am actually the most confused as of right now because of, like, the dog thing is very confusing. Quicksilver thing is very confusing. Like, Agnes and the kids are very confusing. And motives, the lack of motives are very confusing.
Yeah. Yeah, so we don't know. But yeah,
I guess
as always, full-length reaction is going to be up on our Patreon. Next week's reaction for WandaVision is going to be up on our Patreon as well. If you guys want to go ahead and check that out, it is pretty reasonable. Really helps us out over there. And yeah, thank you for joining us here. Thank you for watching. If you're new here, welcome. Hopefully you stick around, like and subscribe. We're going to be watching way more of the Marvel TV shows, X-Men eventually. Just lots of other cool superhero content is coming your way. And yeah, thank you for joining us here. Thank you for watching, and we will see you all in the next video.